posterior tibial artery. ठीक है जी. So posterior tibial artery, it is one of the terminal branches of the popliteal artery. Here you can see the popliteal artery, right? ठीक है. And when this popliteal artery will reach at the lower part of the popliteus muscle, this is a popliteus muscle. ठीक है. At the lower part of the popliteus muscle, it is going to divide into the anterior tibial artery and the posterior tibial artery. So posterior tibial artery, it is one of the terminal branches of the popliteal artery. Number one. Number two, it is going to supply the posterior compartment of the leg. ठीक है जी. As you see, that is going to run in the posterior compartment of the leg. So it is going to supply the muscles and the structure of the posterior compartment of the leg, and also it is going to supply the sole of the foot, the plantar surface of the foot. Right? I'm going to repeat it again. Posterior tibial artery, it is one of the terminal branches of the popliteal artery given at the lower part of the popliteus muscle. And secondly, it's going to supply the posterior compartment of the leg and also the sole of the foot. You can see the plantar surface of the foot or the sole of the foot. ठीक है जी. Okay. Now it's beginning. ठीक है. इसकी commencement, from where it commences. So I told you before that it is going to begin at the lower border of the popliteal muscle. ठीक है. ये popliteus muscle के lower border पे popliteal artery is going to divide into two terminal branches, the anterior tibial artery and the posterior tibial artery. As soon as it will get origin, it passes behind the soleal arch. ये देखें, ये soleal arch, right? You see the attachment of the soleus muscle extending from the fibula to the tibia, right? इसकी जो attachment है, it is having a fibrous arch over here, right? So it passes behind this fibrous arch and it is going to enter into the posterior compartment of the leg. Here you can see this one, right? And while running in the posterior compartment, it will run on the posterior surface of tibialis posterior muscle. You can see this one. ये tibialis posterior muscle के ऊपर run कर रही है. It is running on the posterior surface of the tibialis posterior muscle here in the upper part, and in the lower part of the leg, it is just going to lie over the posterior surface of the tibia. ठीक है. And here it is only covered by the skin and the fascia, right? And by passing over the posterior surface of tibia, it passes behind the medial malleolus, right? It passes behind the medial malleolus deep to the flexor retinaculum. You can see this one. Here up to flexor retinaculum attachment, right? So it passes behind the medial malleolus deep to the flexor retinaculum, running on the lateral aspect of the medial aspect of the tibial nerve. Tibial nerve. Here you can see this artery. It is running between the two tendons. You can see this one, the flexor digitorum longus and flexor hallucis longus. So when it is going to pass behind the medial malleolus under the flexor retinaculum, it is lying between the two tendons. Medially, there is a flexor digitorum longus, and laterally is a flexor hallucis longus. ठीक है जी, कोई problem तो नहीं है. And with the nerve, it is lying medial to the tibial nerve, right? So tibial nerve and artery, they are both passing behind the flexor retinaculum between the flexor digitorum longus and the flexor hallucis longus. And after passing from here, behind the flexor retinaculum, it enters the sole of the foot, and it is going to divide into the medial plantar artery and the lateral plantar artery. Is it clear, ji? The problem to nahi hai. As far as the course of the posterior tibial artery is concerned, I told you, I'm just going to repeat it again, that this artery, it is going to commence at the lower border of the popliteus muscle. As soon as it will get origin, it passes behind the soleal arch and runs on the posterior surface of the, you can see, tibialis posterior muscle in the upper part of the leg, and in the lower part of the leg, it lies against the posterior surface of the tibia, where it is covered by the skin and the fascia, right? And from here, it passes behind the medial malleolus under the flexor retinaculum between the tendon of flexor digitorum longus and flexor hallucis longus, having the tibial nerve lying on its lateral aspect. And when it leaves, it passes through the flexor retinaculum, it is going to enter into the sole of the foot, right? And as soon as it will enter in the sole of the foot, it is going to divide into two terminal branches, the medial plantar artery and the lateral plantar artery. Is it clear, ji? Problem to nahi hai bache, as far as the course is concerned. Ji?
No, sir.
Clear.
No, sir.
Okay. Now I'm going to talk about its branches. First of all, it is going to give a branch, a bigger branch that is called as the peroneal or the fibular artery, right? Here you can see the first branch here, the peroneal or the fibular artery. Well, before giving this peroneal fibular artery, it is going to give another branch that is called a circumflex fibular branch. Okay, just show you. Here. This is a circumflex fibular branch coming from the posterior tibial artery, right? And as soon as this branch will arise, it winds around the lateral aspect of the neck of the fibula, right? And takes part in the anastomosis around the knee joint. So the first branch coming from the posterior tibial artery, that is a circumflex fibular artery, right? And as soon as this artery will arise, it winds around the lateral aspect of the neck of the fibula and goes up and goes anteriorly, right? And is going to take part in the anastomosis around the knee joint. The second artery, which is going to give given by this, posterior tibial artery, it is this deep branch. This is called as a peroneal artery or the fibular artery. Peroneal artery or the fibular artery. And this peroneal artery, it is the largest branch of the posterior tibial artery, right? And it is going to supply the posterior and the lateral compartment of the muscle of the legs. Leg का जो posterior compartment है वहाँ supply कर रही है, and also it is going to give the branches to the muscles of the lateral compartment by its perforating branch. ठीक है ना, पढ़ चुके हैं पहले इसके बारे में. Well, we will talk about it again. That this peroneal artery or the fibular artery, it is the largest branch of the posterior tibial artery, and it is going to supply the posterior and the lateral compartment of the leg. It begins about 2.5 centimeter from the popliteal lower border popliteus है about 2.5 centimeters distance पे it is going to get origin from the posterior tibial artery, and then it runs obliquely downwards to be the ये देखिए आपको fibula नजर आ रही है. It runs obliquely downward towards the fibula, ठीक है? And when it reaches at the near the medial crest of the fibula, it runs downwards, right? In the substance of this, you see in this muscle, this is a flexor hallucis longus muscle. It is running deeper to the muscle and then in the substance of the muscle. Okay? Either it is going to run deep to the muscle or to the substance of the flexor hallucis longus muscle, and then ultimately it reaches in the lower part of the leg here behind the inferior tibiofibular joint. You can see this is the inferior tibiofibular joint. So it passes behind the inferior tibiofibular joint and the ankle joint. यहाँ पे देखिए यहाँ पास करती है, यहाँ आ रही with the tibiofibular joint and ankle joint. ठीक है, इसके पास इसके पीछे रन करेगी, right? And then it is going to divide into the lateral calcaneal branches. Sorry, it's lateral calcaneal branches. ठीक है, you can see this one, right? कोई problem तो नहीं है बच्चों? Okay, so this artery, peroneal artery or the fibular artery, it arises about 2.5 centimeters from the lower part of the popliteus. Then it runs obliquely laterally towards the fibula, and then it runs in the substance of the flexor hallucis longus muscle and ultimately reaches behind the tibiofibular, inferior tibiofibular joint. And here it is going to, divide. It terminates by dividing into the number of the lateral calcaneal branches. And of course, these lateral calcaneal branches going towards the lateral aspect of the calcaneum, and it's going to spare the skin and the structures of the lateral aspect of the calcaneum, and takes part in the anastomosis around the lateral malleolar network. Okay, so now the branches of the popliteal artery. Peroneal artery. Peroneal artery की branches कौन-कौन सी थी जी? First of all, while running in the posterior compartment, it is going to supply the muscles of the posterior compartment. So it is going to the muscular branches to the posterior compartment and the lateral compartment. ठीक है जी? Okay. Number 2, it is going to give the nutrient branch to the fibula. Here you can see. ये आपकी fibular artery आ रही है. यहाँ पे it is going to give these muscular branches to the muscles, and here it is going to give the nutrient artery to the fibula, right? So second branch is the first of all, it is going to give the muscular branches to the muscle of the posterior compartment and the lateral compartment, Secondly, it is going to give the branch to the fibula, that is a nutrient artery to the fibula, right? And then it is going to give the bigger branch that is called as the perforating branch. आप ये नजर आ रही है आपको, right? Okay, आपको भी दिखाता हूँ. The perforating branch, which is just going to, when it reaches in the lower 1/3 of the leg, it is going to this perforating branch. नजर आ रही है बेटे perforating branch आपको? Should I make a bit larger? अपने मोबाइल्स को थोड़ा सा zoom करो बच्चे. Here you can see this one. This is the perforating branch of the peroneal artery, which is just getting origin near the lower part of the leg, and then it is going to pierce through the interosseous membrane and enters into the anterior compartment of the leg. If you remember, we have talked already that the anterior lower 1/3 of the leg arterial supply is replaced by the perforating branch of the fibular artery. आपको याद है जी, last time हमने पढ़ा था. So here you can see this perforating branch of the peroneal artery or the fibular artery. It is going to pierce the interosseous membrane and it enters in the anterior compartment of the leg. ठीक है जी? And here it is going to replace the anterior tibial artery, or in certain number of the cases where when the anterior tibial artery is going to terminate in the lower part of leg, then the dorsalis spinatus artery, it is basically being the continuation of this peroneal branch. ठीक है जी? So sometimes you used to ask, agar anterior tibial artery की blood supply, it is just it terminates in the lower part of the anterior aspect of the leg. तो आपकी dorsalis spinatus artery जो है वो कहाँ से आएगी? So basically the dorsalis spinatus artery or the blood supply of the lower aspect of the anterior aspect of the leg, that is basically replaced by this perforating branch of the peroneal artery. ठीक है जी, याद रहेगा ये? ठीक है जी, कोई रिस्पांस नहीं आ रहा?
यस सर.
यस सर.
अगर समझ नहीं आ रहा तो बेटे यू कैन आस्क मी.
सर क्लियर है सब कुछ.
राइट. सो पेरोनियल आर्टरी की ब्रांचेस, नंबर 1 थी कौन सी ब्रांच थी सबसे पहले हमने पढ़ी थी जी? मस्कुलर ब्रांचेस. ठीक है, टू द पोस्टीरियर कंपार्टमेंट एंड द लेटर कंपार्टमेंट. Number 2, it is going to give the nutrient artery to the fibula, and number 3, that is a perforating branch, ठीक है, which pierces the interosseous membrane and is going to enter the anterior compartment of the lower 1/3 of the leg, right जी? Okay, then और ये जो है ना बेटा, this artery perforating branch, it pierces the interosseous membrane about 5 centimeters above the ankle joint. ये याद रखिएगा, ठीक है? ये ankle से 5 centimeter above, it is going to pierce the interosseous membrane and it is going to lie on the anterior compartment of the leg. ठीक है जी? And number 4, it is going to terminate by giving the calcaneal branches. ठीक है? And these calcaneal branches, these are going to supply the lateral and the posterior aspect of the calcaneum, right? And also they're going to take part in the anastomosis around the lateral malleolus. So lateral malleolar network, you can see इसकी calcaneal branches आ रही हैं और ये lateral malleolus पे जाके it's going to make the anastomosis. Is it clear जी? पेरोनियल आर्टरी में कोई प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं है? Okay, we again come to the branches of the posterior tibial artery. So posterior tibial artery में सबसे पहले हमने कौन सी ब्रांच पढ़ी थी जी? That is a circumflex fibular branch, number 1. Number 2, we have talked about the peroneal artery already. ठीक है जी? उसके बाद here, of course, it is going to give the muscular branches to the muscles of the back of the leg, right? And then it is going to give the nutrient artery to the tibia. So remember, nutrient artery to the tibia, it always is, it comes from the posterior tibial artery, whereas the nutrient artery fibula is coming from the peroneal artery. Okay, right? कोई problem तो नहीं है जी? उसके बाद बच्चे, here you can see that it is going to give the medial malleolar branches, ठीक है, which are going to make anastomosis over the medial malleolus. ठीक है, यहाँ पे medial malleolar branches ये बाकी arteries के साथ जहाँ पे आके going to make the anastomosis over here. Then it is going to be the calcaneal branches. ठीक है, these calcaneal branches will going to be anastomosed again with the calcaneal branches of the other artery, and then of course it is going to divide into 2 terminal branches. As you can see, the medial plantar artery and the lateral plantar artery. ठीक है जी, आपको मैं यहाँ पे भी दिखाता हूँ ब्रांचेस जी. So सबसे पहले we have got the circumflex fibular branch. Then we have got the peroneal artery. You can see this artery is going to give the muscular twigs or branches to the muscles of the posterior compartment, and then here it is going to give the medial calcaneal branches, which is going to anastomose around the medial malleolus, and then it is going to give the medial malleolar branches and then the medial calcaneal branches. Yeah, here you can see the medial calcaneal branches are going to make anastomosis with the lateral calcaneal branches of the fibular peroneal artery. Is it clear, ji? Or ultimately, number 6 or 7, it is going to give the terminal branches. ठीक है जी, कोई प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं है? कौन एन्यूमरेट करेगा जी पोस्टीरियर आर्टरी की ब्रांचेस मुझे? नंबर 1 circumflex fibular artery. Number 2 peroneal artery. Number 3 muscular branches. Number 4 nutrient artery to the tibia.
Nutrient branch.
ठीक है?
Yes.
Number 5 medial malleolar branches, which make the anastomosis around the medial malleolus. ठीक है? Medial malleolar network में जाके वो contribute करती हैं. Then it is going to use the medial calcaneal branches, which are going to make the anastomosis of the lateral calcaneal branches over the posterior aspect of the calcaneum. ठीक है जी? And then number 7, it is going to give the terminal branches, the medial plantar artery and the lateral plantar artery. Is it clear जी? कोई प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं है जी? Posterior artery में और peroneal artery में कोई प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं है जी?
No, sir.
Fine. Okay. Now we'll talk about the tibial nerve. Ji. Okay, ji, tibial nerve is a branch of
Sciatic nerve.
right sciatic nerve given at the lower 1/3 of the thigh at the superior angle of the popliteal fossa. याद है जी? Superior angle of the popliteal fossa में it is going the sciatic nerve is going to divide into the common peroneal nerve and the tibial nerve, and it is the larger terminal branch of the sciatic nerve. ठीक है ना? Common peroneal nerve is a small terminal branch, whereas the tibial nerve is the larger terminal branch of the sciatic nerve, which is given in the lower 1/3 of the thigh at the superior angle of the popliteal fossa, and then it passes downward, ठीक है, through the popliteal fossa. ठीक है? You can see it passes straightly. आप देखें ना, the common peroneal nerve जो थी, it turns laterally along the medial border of the vastus femoris muscle, ठीक है? Whereas it is passing straightly in the middle of the fossa, right? So it passes downward through the popliteal fossa, and you can see over here that first it lies on the lateral aspect of the artery, then it is going to cross it posteriorly, and then it comes to lie on the So you can see that at first it lies on the lateral aspect of the artery, then it is going to cross the artery from posteriorly and come to lie on the medial aspect of the popliteal artery. ठीक है जी? Right? And then it enters the posterior compartment by passing behind this soleal arch. ठीक है? जैसे आपकी posterior tibial artery गई थी ना posterior compartment में, similarly it is going to enter into the posterior compartment while running on the medial aspect of the posterior tibial artery behind the soleal arch. ठीक है? As you can see this one. And again, it is going to cross the posterior tibial artery from the medial to the lateral aspect. You can see. So it is just going to run first on the medial aspect of the artery, posterior tibial artery, then it crosses it posteriorly, and then ultimately it comes to lie on the lateral aspect of the artery. ठीक है जी? कोई प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं है बच्चे? And again, by running on the lateral aspect of the artery, it has got the same course as that of the posterior tibial artery. That both these structures, these are running over the posterior surface of tibialis posterior in the upper part, and in the lower part, they are passing behind the posterior surface of the tibia, right? And then they passes behind the medial malleolus, behind the flexor retinaculum, between the flexor digitum longus and flexor hallucis longus. ठीक है जी? And again, as soon as it will enter into the sole of the foot by passing behind the flexor retinaculum, it is also going to divide into terminal branches, the medial plantar nerve and the lateral plantar nerve. Artery कैसे गई थी? Artery also divided into the terminal branches, medial plantar artery and the lateral plantar artery. Similarly, this nerve, it is going to, when it is going to enter into the sole of the foot, it is going to divide into the medial plantar nerve and the lateral plantar. So problem तो नहीं है बच्चे, it's very simple. ठीक है जी, कोई problem है तो बेटा बात you can ask me now. Okay, now the branches in the popliteal fossa. In the popliteal fossa, it is going to give a cutaneous branch. This is named as the sural nerve, right? The sural branch of the tibial nerve. And the sural nerve, it runs here on the posterior surface. And it is going to get the communicating branch from the lateral cutaneous nerve of the calf, which is the branch of the common peroneum. You can see, okay? It is also called the lateral sural cutaneous nerve. The lateral sural cutaneous nerve is a branch of the common peroneal nerve, whereas the medial sural cutaneous nerve, it is a branch of the tibial nerve. And these two nerves are joined with each other by this communicating branch, right? So you can say that the lateral sural and the medial sural are combined to form this sural nerve, right? Is it clear, Ji? So the cutaneous branch in the popliteal fossa, the tibial nerve is going to give the one cutaneous branch that is called as the sural nerve. Then the muscular branches to the gastrocnemius, of course, soleus, popliteus, and plantaris, all those muscles of the posterior compartment. Okay? And here it is going to give the articular branch, the knee joint. Okay? Articular branch, the knee joint. Right? Okay. And while traveling in the leg, it is going to give the muscular branches to the deep muscles of posterior compartment. कौन-कौन से deep muscle? कौन-कौन से जी? Soleus को तो कर ही रही है, इसके अलावा flexor, digitorum longus, tibialis posterior and flexor hallucis longus को दे रही है. ठीक है जी? And is going to give the articular branch to the ankle joint. And terminal branch जो देगी medial and the lateral plantar में देगी. Right? So this is all for the tibial nerve. कोई problem है तो you can ask me जी बच्चे. जी, any problem? So we have finished with the posterior tibial artery and the tibial nerve.